If you don't know me, then your bosses do. Never mad, y'all, I really talk to few. On that clown shit, I can't talk to you. Picture a boss making some bosses move. Never won, nigga, but we offering you. Low and child, nigga, that 39 shit. Wells, baby, that 39 stick. The king got his shit, you should crown this. Came from the Wells, got the spot on the app. With the longest case, shoot them guys, but I know them gas. City turned to clap you for a penny. Came from the low end to cop to other city. Shit get high here. Better wear your Glock here. We don't just grocery youngers, they hop shop here. Hit you in your body until they see your soul. Put you in the wood and then they let you burn. Shit get stupid. Shot stop loud talk for sure you get muted. Gas up the plane smoke for sure you get suited. Loud talk. I've been playing with that grass like a grandma. Bitch, I'm 39 to the death of it. Tell them let the weapon spit. 40 with a drum jack kicking like some Tekken shit. Ain't from the 9 from 39. Home of BT, big shorty, right? Landscaping. When I get it going, chasing them, got a plan. Leaves on them trees when they fall, I'm a hand rake them. Bag them, seal them and get them gone. Jumped in this shit, was thirsty to see a zone. Ass peas here. Wood big as hell like I'm smoking out a tree here. Playing with the branches like a monkey in a tree here. And GF, landscaper. I'm playing the wild for that damn paper. I am 39. BFA shit. I ain't here to step on niggas' toes, but you see me? Yeah. Genius, this genius. Woo. I'm one of them niggas. And if you don't know that, you should ice your balls. Tell them talk about that hood team shit. They ain't really gotta do it though. You know this BFA shit now, don't you? BFA shit!
Shoptalk 7 in the building. We up top and we get down. It's your host, Tony Mediamonic.
I am Get This D Smith in the house, man. Shoptalk 7 on a Friday, Freestyle Friday, man. How y'all doing tonight, man?
I'm good, except for this ugly ass laptop.
Give me that laptop, man. Watch your mouth.
Yes.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Get that bullshit out, that non-Mac bullshit out my face.
Watch your mouth now. Watch your mouth now.
You said non-Mac.
Watch your mouth now. What's good, man? Shout out to the chat. We appreciate y'all for stopping by tonight. Y'all know what it is, man. I appreciate whoever that one person is. Whoever that one person is. Who's that? Well, thank you.
Come in the chat so Dennis won't be talking to himself. Make a comment.
Yeah. But y'all know what it is, man. Shop Talk 7 on the Freestyle Friday, man. We ain't got nobody coming through on a Freestyle Friday.
So yeah.
So guess what we gonna do?
On you tonight, baby.
So we won't keep promoting Freestyle Friday today.
Right. So we gonna freestyle and do what we do, and get off into our shop biz, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Where are I don't see the topics though. I don't even see the link. Lay it on my page. Something like that. There it is.
Well, Big Chill in the building. Virgo season coming soon.
Who wants to find that during the music break?
Okay. Oh shit! Yeah, we got to do our resident SBO segment. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. I'm running the board, so yeah, I am. You got me multitasking doing
No, he asked to do this.
I did ask to do this. I wanted to smoke. It's all good. I'll take care of it. Shout out to our resident SBO. Shout out to Heads Down, Bottoms Up, Multiple Mixology LLC.
See, he's nervous again.
I am nervous.
He messed it up.
I am nervous.
Heads down, bottoms up. That's the way we like to drink. It's all right. We're going to help him through it. Don't you worry. We're going to hold my brother up.
I appreciate y'all. So shout out. And I ain't got my info. See? Running the board. I ain't got my info. I should have gave this to Chill. I should have gave it. I should have gave
Hey, and I was gonna tell you to post it.
I should get SBO segment to share that shit. But man, shout out to our SBOs, man. Shout out to Rose Design Services. We definitely appreciate you and your help and your assistance. We definitely want to thank you for that. Shout out to Bottoms Up Mobile Mixology LLC, our girl BB Fly. Check her out for all your mobile mixology services. And shout out to Miss Nikki Spiller from Nikki Sleek Designs. Graphics and design services. Okay, I would have their information up, but again, I'm multitasking, doing a little bit too much, so I might have to slow down. And that's our SBO segment for the moment.
All right, man. We're gonna go to a song. Pick a song, man.
Pick a song. We're gonna
Duggo Lake.
Oh, there we go.
We got a Duggo Lake request. Okay. All right, Duggo Lake.
It's Friday.
It is Friday.
Just saying. It's probably up soon.
On the job training.
Scrolling down the song.
We finna get y'all some of this Dino, man.
Check this out. No. Yeah,
Shop Talk 7, baby.
Let's get it.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out Dino. She say it get a moist, but be no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that. Cause all that back don't do it. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out Dino. She say it get a moist, but be no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that. Cause all that back. Snakes come for the great ones. That's when you weed them out. If you've been A1 since day one, you're not who I'm speaking about. Just been watching cause I got it locked and I know that they plotting and scheming now. I don't believe in no back door. I don't leave my keys around. As soon as they see me, they screaming now. People like, what is the scene about? I turn up the music and hop out the whip. Now you get to see what we about. I pass them in traffic and now they be all out the window. Body just leaning out. They wanted to see the if Dino could do it. I did it. So do you believe it now? I please the crowd. Yes, indeed, I do that. If you talking about cheese for pounds, best believe I move that pip. So you better ease it down. It's just me, my crew that sick. It's just me, my crew that sick. Hey, go Diesel, do that.
Every time she in my voice, she scream out Diesel, do that. She said, get her moist, love me, no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's screw that. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that. It's all that back don't exist. Every time she in my voice, she scream out Diesel, do that. She said, get her moist, love me, no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's screw that. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that. It's all that back don't exist. Get behind me, I know that I'm ready now. Wanna send me, I know that they jelly now. Tell them patience, I gotta be steady now. Live like an agent, smoking on belly now. I ain't worried about none that you mentioned. That you talking about hundreds and Benjamins. They can tell that I'm running a minute. It's RIP Uncle, my son, I'ma finish. I mix it up with the Gucci Gabbana. I mix it up like a coupe and a Hummer. Gum cola, a scoop and a something. I give it work, they gon' shoot for a number. Can't understand why they always so pressed about Mac though. I keep it true in 100. I'm not really worried about it. They do at their back though. They gon' come through for the drum. They say they show while she looking away. What's on your guitar, click away. I gotta come down the riot, just sit for the diet. You know that I'm cooking today. They going crazy for that good easy. That lazy, but that need me. They know that I'm not a regular peasy. I tell them don't call my cellular
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out Dino, do that. She say it get a moist, let me no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that. Cause all that back don't do exist.
Every time she in my voice, she scream out Diesel, do that. She said, get her moist, love me, no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's screw that. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that. It's all that back don't exist.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out Dino, do that. She say it get a moist, let me no choice. I just might do that.
Every time she in my voice, she scream out Diesel, do that. She said, get her moist, love me, no choice. I just might do that.
Shop Talk 7 in the building. We up top. We get down the show. Tony Media Monics. That was Dino featuring Wild DZ with Do That Right Way Camp.
Shout out to Right Way, man.
Shout out to Right Way.
Shout out to Dub and them, man. Appreciate y'all.
Somebody tell Real Bryant going somewhere talking about it's always Virgo season.
Always.
This is not August.
Virgo season must come.
Nor
to
is
an
it
end.
September.
This Aries season is coming up, buddy.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what? People always tell me, if I tell them I'm a Libra, they always say, but it'd be no follow-up. I'm not sold on people with signs. Not at all.
All right, man. Well, y'all know what it is, man. We finna go ahead and jump into this shop biz real fast, man. So let's go ahead and stop playing. Which one we gonna jump off with? Let's jump off with this one. So y'all see it on the screen. Honesty, accountability, and responsibility. Are they all encompassing?
I swear I meant to put something else.
What do you mean to put?
Another follow-up question, but all right. Are they all encompassing? Can you have one without the other?
No, they are the same thing.
Okay,
Our responsibility, accountability, there's accountability, responsibility, and honesty.
Honesty, accountability, and responsibility. Can you have one without the other?
I don't know, man. I kind of think like in some lanes of thinking they may be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're being honest, you're being accountable, and most people would think that that's being responsible if you're being honest, right?
So am I irresponsible because I lied?
Well, let's look it up. Let's look it up.
What if I had a lie to save your life?
Chill. Look up responsibility.
Like, what if I have to lie to save your life?
Monix, you look up.
Am I then irresponsible?
You look up accountability.
Yeah. It's Chill in there. They got guns. No, Chill ain't here.
Oh no, I got it on. So.
But still, but why even send that smoke to you? Because who knows who's gonna come out on top?
Right.
You don't know.
They coming in the beat and they don't know where I'm at.
Right. So why even send them in there? It's for the drama that have to happen to begin with. That would be irresponsible.
Okay.
I'm playing with people's lives.
So the definition of honesty is showing respect towards others and having an integrity and self-awareness.
They say a lot about telling the truth.
I mean, speaking and acting truthfully.
Oh, that's what it said.
Is more. Well, that's just what it says here. It's a little extra.
This is honesty, right?
Yeah, it's honesty.
Adherence to the facts. That's honesty.
Okay.
So now let's look up irresponsible.
More responsibility. Yep. Oh, say that one more time, Chuck.
The state or fact of having a duty to deal with someone or of having control over someone.
Okay.
The quality, I got the quality of state of being responsible, such as moral, legal, mental accountability, trustworthiness.
Okay. So that kind of blends. They all kind of blend over a little bit, I guess.
If I lied in order to not send shooters your way, I think that makes me fairly responsible.
Yeah. Yeah. That's you being accountable.
Because I shouldn't send shooters to you just because you keep it on you.
What did I do for them to come look for me?
It don't matter. If you're in my home, it's my job to protect you in my life.
Yeah.
So I'd rather nobody die.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It might be responsible of me to shoot them for trying to come in and do that.
That's true.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm. That's definitely accountable.
But if I'm not a shooter, what else do I do? No, he ain't here. If somebody coming to kill my son, I'm not gonna tell him where my son at.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
I'm gonna be dodgy, as you know, which is an antonym of responsible or honest.
Shifted with the eyes.
So, if your child, would you say that you're accountable and responsible for your children?
I am.
Yes.
And if they go off and shoot or murder somebody, would that be our responsibility then?
If the police, yeah, but not if the shooters are coming looking for them. Sure, the police, I'll kill the shooters. I don't care.
I'm just saying, like, if your son legitly committed a crime.
So if the police are coming for him, sure. All right, son. I don't know, or at least send him somewhere. That's a judgment call. So I don't know if either one makes you anti whatever the three things we had up there.
No, what I'm asking is, are you responsible for your child's behavior in that situation?
No. Hell to the no. Am I going to take up for him anyway if I can? If there's some way to do that? Yes, I am.
That's accountability.
That's my child.
That's accountability.
That's a responsibility.
And responsibility too, right?
But I'm not responsible for his actions.
No,
Right, you're not responsible for his actions.
Well, not if he's
Well-
grown. Not if he's grown. If he's 8, then yeah,
Right.
I'm responsible.
Right.
I have an 8-year-old. I'm not responsible for my 22-year-old's actions. I'm not responsible for my 19-year-old's actions.
Right.
Well,
Could it be? Could their actions be something that is a product of the environment I created? Yeah, but that still don't make me responsible for the choices they make.
Right.
so maybe not responsible for the choices, but in that situation, like you said,
I mean,
if
to say responsible for their well-being in a sense.
right, they're responsible for the protection of them.
Am I responsible for? Am I to be held responsible for the well-being of an adult? I would help them with all I have, and it does look away on me if my child is out here wilding at 22.
Yeah.
My child got to make his decisions.
Make them decisions.
My father, there are ways that I acted that my father did not raise me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I joined the gang. He didn't raise me to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's something I wanted to do because I saw it.
What up, bro?
And the girls responded.
Yeah, definitely.
You feel me? So, I don't know.
Have y'all ever been in a situation where you wrestled with that? We talked the other day, and that's where this topic came from. And what were we talking about?
I wrestled with my son being the ladies' man as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, what did I do wrong? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. He's a handsome man.
Right.
And who turns down vagina at 20?
Nobody. Not me.
Oh, 20.
He got the military starter kit.
You know,
He got an Ultima, some money in his pocket, and rims on the car.
Oh, yeah.
And he's handsome. He's a coochie man.
Let's go.
You feel me? Speaking of coochie, that should be a coochie cancer awareness month.
Coochie cancer?
Cervical cancer. That's coochie cancer.
Yeah, it's coochie cancer.
They need a month for that. I just want to throw that sidebar. Then I'm an advocate for that.
Do women call it coochie cancer?
I called it coochie cancer with somebody on the phone today, and they was like, "Huh, that makes sense."
Okay.
Right.
Maybe it'll take off.
I've been sponsored. Damn it, my idea.
It'll take off.
But yeah, coochie cancer. I'm gonna make a whole month for it. March. Why not?
March.
Women's History Month. March.
Yeah, why not?
Coochie Cancer Month.
March Madness.
All right. I'm gonna screen recording that shit. 17 minutes. Coochie cancer. All right. But yeah. So does accountability and responsibility? I don't think you can have one of those without the other. Responsibility and accountability, those definitely go hand in hand.
Yeah. Because if you're gonna be responsible for something, that's first accepting the fact that you have something to be responsible for,
Right.
and then actually going forth with being responsible for it. Like putting some action behind it.
You can definitely not be honest and be accountable. Like, what if my girlfriend was suicidal and she asked me if I cheated on her?
Right.
What if I did cheat on her?
Right.
If I told the truth,
This is not the time for
this
truth.
is not the time for truth.
Right. Right. Yeah.
If she told you, and I don't
Now,
want
obviously, it would have been more responsible of me to not cheat, right?
to, right?
Facts.
But I did it now. So in this moment, am I being irresponsible by lying? I don't think so.
And I mean that's
No.
a great example of understanding, because I wouldn't have looked at it until you said it. Then it's like, well, yes, because suicide is definitely real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or mental health is real, and that's a part of it. So you put it that way as an example. I say I understand that. Yeah, now's the time to lie by all means. Yeah.
When your kids
There's never a time to lie.
when your
Right.
kids bring you that first project and it's crap, and you know it look like crap, but you still tell them it looks great. Mommy, daddy loves it.
That's irresponsible.
Because you were supposed to do
That's
the project.
irresponsible.
Well, it depends on what age they are and how many projects they brought you. How many projects they brought
You
you.
don't have to tell him it sucks.
Right.
Right? He does. That's what
I
he
will.
does. I know he does it. He does it to me all the time. That's his first response to it.
Right.
He don't be having no fill-in, no solution. Just, it's garbage. It's garbage.
It's not true.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not always true.
We have a whole
It's
history
not
of
always
that.
true.
We have a short history of that already.
It's not always true.
It's true
It's
most
not
of the
always
time.
true. It's not always true.
It's true most of the time. Proof.
That's
I have
subjective.
it's documented in the group chat.
That's subjective.
It's documented in the group chat.
That's subjective.
Words. Hey man, that's trash. Not as trash. And he'll double triple down on his trash before it, and still no solution. It's like 8 times now it's trash.
Now you don't want to listen to the solution. That's what it is.
You don't say the solution.
I tell you the solution.
You just say don't put that up there
because it's trash.
That's not a solution.
That's not a.
Don't put that up
never
there.
just told you not to do something without a reason.
Group chat. Because it's whack. It's not a reason.
Well,
because whack is subjective.
The solution is don't put it. The solution is don't use that.
No, I'm not say that to me and just sit it there.
I'll never give you a reason.
Rarely.
I'll never give you a reason. I just say shit and don't give you no reason.
Triple oxen. I don't know how to say that word. After the 7 or 8 times.
Octagate.
After 7 or 8 times saying it's trash, then you'll come up with something.
I come up with something.
Yeah.
So I just be running my mouth.
That's how I feel sometimes.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, that's feelings. Get out your emotions.
No, I shall not. Fuck that, nigga. I'm emotional.
Get your emotions.
I will not.
Get your emotions.
I shall not.
Get your emotions, man.
Got your emotions. Hell no.
They made a whole song about it. So emotional.
You know, I'm called Thomas Emotion. I have no need to get out of my emotions.
Super
whatsoever. Nigga could take me about my emotions if they want to try it. I'm with all that shit. But yeah. But anyway, what was you talking about? Yeah, so if you lie to your son about his project, that's not accountable or responsible. There's a way you don't have to tell him, "Hey, nigga, it's trash." You can be like, "Hey, son, well, look, this is what I would do different."
Right.
I think it depends on how many times they bring it to you.
Well, sure. Okay.
I mean, if it's the first time, of course I'm gonna encourage you. I'm not gonna tell you I don't like it. I'm I don't care what you bring. You did it.
There comes a point where you got to drop the cotton, not the cotton. Drop the cotton. What the fuck am I saying? There comes a point where you got to be just blunt.
Right.
It gets there.
Right.
But off top,
no.
Hey, son.
Because I want to encourage you to keep doing it. But after so long, you're gonna be able to see the difference between your project and maybe what some other projects look like, and you're gonna be able to judge for yourself. I ain't gonna have to tell you that.
I never tell people that their first effort was whack.
No, I can't do that.
I never do that.
You can't do that.
Yes, he does it all the time.
I was about to say let's check with Dennis on that.
He does it all the time.
All the time.
So hold on, I'm gonna type in whack in my search bar. And when it comes up, it's gonna see Dennis saying. I'm gonna do this shit for real. Hold on.
This shit trash.
Yeah, that's what I'm trash.
Yeah, trash. That's my favorite.
Nigga.
Let me see.
First 3. Trash. Swag.
But that's the same conversation, right?
This sucks.
No, nigga. That's the 20th. This is the 19th.
Ain't that a continuation of the same conversation?
No.
All right.
Yeah, it's trash too.
What's the reason?
Hold on. It's up here.
Yeah, what's the reason? Oh, it's up there.
No, you don't have a reason. I promise.
I got a reason.
I
got a reason.
You just decided it was trash.
Did I get a reason?
If you don't like it, it's trash.
Did I get a reason?
No.
I didn't get no reason.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Hold on. We're not gonna spend the show doing this.
You want to spend the show doing it? Let's do it. No, let's do it. You want to spend the show doing
this? Show not spend the show doing
this.
Nigga,
how you gonna start doing it and then say I don't want to do it?
Have the topic and do this.
We'll do it.
So let's do the topic.
We on the topic.
Right.
That's how we got here.
Well, in Niglet News, Chicago Niglet News today.
So basically, if you lie to your son, if you lie to somebody about how good something is, I don't think that's responsible. If you just lie, give constructive criticism at least.
Yeah.
That way you're telling them this is what's good with it and this is what's wrong.
These are my suggestions. I think I would change this.
Yeah, that's how you do that.
Versus, it stinks.
So he eventually gave a joint after he told me it was trash 5 times.
5 times.
Yeah. By then I'm in my feelings and I ain't hearing shit.
I'm sorry.
I'm not hearing a damn thing.
I made to put you in your feelings.
Totally makes sense.
You don't put me in my feelings. It's
you just said
it's a choice I make. It's a choice I make to not check that.
Okay. All right.
Can anybody put me there?
Okay.
But I'll be there.
Right.
Because I'm emotional. I have no problem with
Carl Thomas.
I'm Carl Thomas emotional.
You hug yourself in the shower, don't you?
Nah, not quite.
Yeah.
Same Carl Thomas though.
I don't need to touch myself in the shower. I keep my woman around a lot. So that handles that. But yeah.
You got anything else on that? That's all y'all got on that? I know you got something else.
Nigga, you should have something too. What you got?
That's all I got.
Okay. That's accountable.
What you got?
You know what I'm saying?
Accountability, right?
I got more.
You got more?
I got examples. Y'all got no other examples of where honesty and accountability may not mean the same thing?
Go ahead.
Good.
Honesty and accountability not meaning the same thing.
Yeah. I just gave 2 examples.
Well, ain't being
my girlfriend's suicidal.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's coming to kill somebody. And if I give them the info, if I don't throw them off the scent, then it's trouble. Those are 2 examples where honesty and accountability don't mean the same thing.
If your cooking is trash, but I'll be hungry a lot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm hungry right now.
Yeah.
And if I tell you the truth about this, you're gonna get pissed off, and I'm not gonna get what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's still
because if you cook it, I could doctor it up some, but at least you cook
if
it.
That's
Protecting somebody's feelings.
is that how I feel like there's a line.
Protecting somebody's feelings definitely throw all three of them in the damn air.
Yeah.
You know, because you know, if you know this person has a tendency to go south, you know, and you trying to keep everything on the even keel, you might refrain from having certain conversations with that person.
Yeah.
You know, you might refrain from certain interactions.
You're gonna be a little not dismissive. What's the word I'm looking for?
Condescending.
No. You're gonna lie a little bit. You're gonna like be evasive. You're gonna be a little evasive because you don't want to deal with that in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you make it easy to tell you the truth, then I could be honest all the time.
Right. But if you know it's gonna lead to issues later.
Yeah.
Who the fuck wants to do that?
Issues right now.
But you're not helping the other person. Cool. The other person's not helping me either.
So, but like you said though, as far as the example with the child and the project, if by chance you already understand that, as my child, I don't want to hurt my child's feelings. However, I want them to know that this ain't the best project, or you could have done better, or something different per what the criteria is.
Mm-hmm.
Suggest versus it stinks. I don't believe you did this. How could you come for me doing work like this? No. So it's all in how you word what you're saying.
Lying for your homeboy is irresponsible. Unaccountable.
Lying to who?
About
His
what?
wife. About where he was.
Well.
You lie for him?
Yeah, I have.
But damn, it's still in the air.
But that's still,
if you don't lie, you could be wrecking his home.
No.
Don't that make you accountable to him, though?
No.
What he's being is unaccountable.
He's being unaccountable.
Spot.
I'm being a great friend.
But if you lie, are you adding to that?
No.
Listen, here's something. A decision that's good for you can be bad for another.
True.
So you being accountable, being able to say you was honest and don't lie, could hurt your friend.
Could still rip his house apart.
You know, it can hurt your friend.
Hey,
shit.
That's that. No. Hey.
But the honest thing to do, though, you know, if you were asked, or if you were put in that situation, would be to listen.
When I was too, don't put me in that. Don't ask me that question.
That would be the first thing to do.
Yeah, no.
Because if you ask me, was he at your house? You put me in some mess.
Yeah, now you want me to lie.
There's no other reason to ask that question.
She shouldn't be questioning me into at all. So
don't ask me nothing. That's facts.
I mean, because at that point you don't trust him in a sense.
What kind of boundaries should your mate have with your friends? And that's going to have to be a topic.
Yeah. Because
So that definitely that type of situation, man.
Yeah, buddy. Something to think about, people.
Oh,
because that's your guy, man. That's your boy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, fellas.
Now, even if he's not being responsible, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's be the godfather of his kids?
Like, lying isn't honesty, but it could be honorable.
Hey.
In that context.
Ain't that weird?
It could be, yeah.
Ain't that weird?
It could be honorable.
Ain't that weird?
Is he with you? Yeah, he's in the bathroom right now. I'll wait, please don't. I'm on the other line.
Yeah, that's definitely that's tricky.
So lying can be honorable.
That accountability is on him and her. That has nothing to do with me.
He fool as hell anyway for even putting me in that space.
Right.
Don't tell your wife you over here. I'm 40. I'm not telling these lies.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you shouldn't be doing it.
What if he didn't tell her and she's just calling around randomly to his friends?
Is he here? No, I'm not. No, he's not here.
Yeah.
Because it could be, for all I know, it could be a safety issue.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
So if he don't, especially if he don't put me up on game, you throw me in a win. I'm not.
Let's say he does. Let's say he does.
I promise. No, bro.
Do you tell him?
No, I tell him find something else out.
Okay.
I tell him figure out something else.
Right.
Don't put me in that. I don't. Listen, we had this conversation about loyalty the other day with somebody I was talking to, and I was like, "Nigga, I'm not your loyal guy. Loyal to what?
I'll say this.
Loyal to the death. I got kids who I got to set an example for. You want me to be loyal to you to my detriment? I shall not be loyal to my detriment.
For me,
I do my dirt on my own, so you don't gotta be loyal to me. I'm over here with mine.
If Shop Blaze is out somewhere screwing off and he called me and say, "Hey, chill, I'm with you all weekend."
Just don't do the dirt, or be true. Be true. Live your truth.
I'm getting on the radio.
If you like multiple women,
in my house right now.
If you like multiple women, stop having girlfriends. Nigga, I'm a bad liar for my stuff. Why am I trying to lie about yours? I gotta know me.
That's too much.
It's a simple.
I gotta know me.
That's
it's a simple script. We ate chicken. He got food boys, and he laid in the bed in my crib.
Just stop doing goofy shit. That'll kill all that noise.
Yeah.
Stop doing. If you like multiple women, have multiple women.
His stomach is toe up.
Your tribe is out here.
And see, on his end, on your guy end, that's he shitting on all these. Yeah, he shitting on all.
I do that. Now I got to keep up with your lies.
Yeah,
I got enough shit to keep up with.
Yeah.
I got a damn son with autism. I got to deal with that and deal with your lies.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, he done killed all 3 of these.
You ain't thinking about me.
He done killed all 3 of these. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, I guess it depends on what the situation is, man.
Yeah, it depends.
If it's life or death, then you make that decision. But you know,
Blizz is laid in the bed. He can't come to the phone right now. He's stuck.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
If you want to lie and tell your woman you at my house, at least get back to my house.
Yeah. Call for my crib.
Park the car, nigga.
Yeah.
Just park the car.
Get to the front of the house at least.
This house.
Park the car in front of the crib. That's it.
Yeah, at least get to the front of the crib.
Take my truck.
Do it here, motherfucker. No, don't do it here because she gonna follow you or something.
Oh yeah.
You can get another alibi.
You know.
Be responsible and get another alibi. Don't put me in that shit.
I mean, there are options.
I'm not loyal like that. I do the right thing. Nigga, we need a music break.
We on that.
Well, we got 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, we can go ahead and
do 2 songs. Go ahead.
Do 2 songs.
Yeah, do 2
All right,
songs.
I bet.
Play.
We got Young Cirque, man.
No Hood 3, man.
No Hood 3. Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Biggest fucking zone, man. Straight like baby TLG crazy, nigga. I can't run no bottom when you get it all on you want it up stop. Either you was the victim or you was the nigga who willing to do all the robbing. I am with them killers who quick to pull triggers if they guess I have that problem. Fuck a trip to the doctor, they gon' meet the father. This hell even like a A. I can't run no bottom when you get it all on you want it up starving. The victim or you was the nigga who willing to do all the robbing. I ain't with them killers who quick to pull triggers if they get tired of that problem. Fuck a shut to the doctor, they gon' meet the father. This hell even like a faucet. Swear to God, I'm honest. If you owe me a check, I expect a deposit. If I feel like you probably will double that bread and put it on your head like a bonnet. Don't play about my money, a simple transaction to quickly turn into a promise. Bitch, I'm hot as a sign, put that on my mama, the level will fight it comments. Shout out to the people who stay by my side the way that to the niggas that can't my niggas, but really they still in your G. Shout out to the ones that I pass my bros when I'm done to act like I ain't see a thing. If I catch an enemy, watch out, this me be turning little life to a memory. People gotta have bread, so let it be dead if someone. It don't matter what you got, they gon' always try hands out, niggas gon' always want some. I'm just trying to get caught by the long song. They don't make it to the top where I come from. My niggas be all over the same, got me watch out, they don't spell where I come from. I'm coming, I got them. Bitches off the riches. That's the difference. I'm cribbing. I'm moving that nigga. Bitch, I put dick in a story. I suck my shit. Hey, man.
Learning my lessons, counting my blessings, searching for peace, managing stress. They giving what they can, I'm giving what I got left. They faking like this shit alright until it all falls left. I let them scar me with the pain when I could've just left. I let them tarnish my name with guilt all over their breath. While I preach with my blood on the breath, my iron flower still grows in the valley of death. Had to learn to not expect me from people who couldn't. A nigga with an attitude, naive to think shit was easy. They chase me like I see you way before they didn't believe. Bandwagoners, family Cross me at the burdens, I'm still dragging them. These friends be naked, shady, falling back from them. And my bitch been acting crazy, so I'm matching. I am proud. What you gonna do with your time while you still got some able to shine in the darkness and grow without sun? I am flower. What you gonna do when they hurt you? The thorns you grew or a virtual the plan that you designed to get the feeling as if you virtual this ride is practice. The healing on the one track, my fate. If you ain't what I'm on, get the fuck out my face. I'm just trying to reach new heights like the crown rate and walk around with more cake than a birthday. Closer to my damn list of dreams. Way closer to death than everybody thinks. I still feel nightmares when I drive. I feel so lucky I'm alive. Till I'll be more lucky if I die. I'm gonna cry with one eye when I woke up. See my face will be alive. If I stay, I didn't choose up. My granny said the body a temple and I still smoke up. Burn bridges, I'm not in business to fix them. Now when they look across the way, they know this is him. Now when they see me on this stage, they know this is him. They gotta say my name again, cause I'm him. I am flower. What you gonna do when they hurt you? The thorns you grew is a virtual. The plan that you designed that got you feeling as if you virtual. This rap is private. Y'all just too commercial. I am flower. What you gonna do with the time while you still got some? When you able to shine in the darkness and grow without sun?
Shoptalk 7 in the building. We up top. We get down the shows. Tony Media, my nerds.
I am Get This D Smith in the building, man. Listen, shout out to the chat, man, on a Freestyle Friday. I guess we can quick call it Freestyle Friday for the day.
Yeah, we can.
On a Friday.
And I don't like how you just played chill.
Well, I just mean how I play chill. I didn't get to it
You
yet.
supposed to say his name too?
I didn't get to it yet.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't get to it yet.
So you want to
man.
recognize now?
He jumped straight off into everything else.
I ain't even got
else.
Media
y'all
minds
niggas
get
ain't
this
even
D
giving
in the chat.
Y'all
And
niggas
the
ain't
chat. I'm the biggest dude.
Yeah, they ain't
I
getting
Chill,
shit.
who told you to post this, ain't even here.
Chill told me to post this.
Make sure you post this.
Aquinas, what up, boy?
What's
my
going on,
nephew.
man?
Nephew, what up?
What up,
We gonna
man?
come back through, man.
I got diss tracks coming your way. I don't know why. I just need that lyrical exercise.
Yeah, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. We get back to the shop.
So what we got on the docket right now?
What's going on? How do you define clingy? How do you define clingy?
Hey,
Y'all hit us up. Let me know how y'all feel about that, man. How do y'all define clingy? Chill.
I got I was actually just having this conversation earlier. The discussion was about trips. Gender trips.
Gender trips.
And what I mean by that is ladies, they get up with their girls, and some guys do too, but you hear mostly females. Get with their girls, they make a plan and they go. Wherever they go. Guys, we make a bunch of excuses. Oh, well, shut up. But anyway, this one particular, and this is crazy because it only happened because it was a male church group event. We went out to get some chicken, went to Hooters, whatever. So we go, and basically everybody was there. We were waiting on one guy. This guy shows up late, and not only was he late, he walked in with his girlfriend.
To all guys
chicken eating event.
And brought his girlfriend. Wow.
Now, the first thought could have been there was several thoughts. First of all, you can't go nowhere without your girl. You don't want to go nowhere without your girl. Then it was, she told you couldn't go nowhere. Too clingy. Whatever it may be, whatever it could have been, whether it was I don't trust you out by yourself. I don't know this guy's thing, what y'all gonna be doing. You going to Hooters, y'all looking at the girls. I don't know about y'all, but the Hooters that I visit, it's about the chicken. Yeah. It's clearly
I thought it was about the rolls.
It's not. No, it's about the chicken.
It's not about buns.
I haven't been to one Hooters where I can say, hey, I need to go back to this one because it's been mainly about the chicken. However, like I said, as far as clingy, I just said it's about the rolls. I've had my moments. However, I just haven't been to a Hooters in Illinois that I was impressed enough to say I'm going back to talk to her. No, whichever one of y'all busted individuals, please serve me some chicken.
'Cause I definitely went back to get her number.
Yeah, no.
That's definitely
she there?
that.
Yes.
Oh wow.
But dude, how did that make you feel when she walked in? When he walked in with his girl? What was the first thought on your
I was
mind?
pissed twice. I wasn't pissed. I was bothered, slightly uncomfortable, bothered twice.
Your girl don't belong at boys' night.
She at first. Second, was it her that told you she had to be there, or was it you?
Either way, somebody's clingy.
And that's what I'm saying.
The first time I went out without Vita, I felt weird. Like, should she be here right now?
Depending on the event, depending on what it is.
I mean, it was definitely an event that was appropriate for her.
Mm-hmm.
But like, we had been together so much that even I had a sense of
Cleanliness.
And that's
concern.
okay.
Like, am I doing something wrong here?
Right. Yeah, because you was
Should I
used
be
to
out by
being
myself?
around.
Right. I mean, really,
Should I be
that's
out
all I'm
by
thinking.
myself?
But if it's designated guys' night,
Yeah, she don't belong.
no.
That's weird, dude. That's
Very
weird. That's
weird.
weird as hell. That you
Very
would bring your
weird.
woman to guys. night.
Why? Because you could, or you wouldn't.
I asked her about what it was in terms of where they was going, and told him he was like, yeah, everybody's gonna be there.
Maybe he
Everybody's
had
gonna
a
be there.
misunderstanding.
Maybe that was it. Maybe he thought everybody was gonna be.
He did not. He did not know for a fact he didn't.
He said his friend,
That's possible.
you know.
So the Webster's definition of Webster's dictionary definition of clingy, its context is tending to stay very close to someone, such as a parent, for emotional support or protection. So is that what that
Whoever's doing it.
right?
So that's it. That's
So
it.
right, so
Yeah.
whoever's doing it,
Yeah.
not whoever.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Or,
Mhm. So in this
or
context-
even whoever it's happening to.
So in this
Right.
context, we wouldn't be able to decide that.
No. We could.
It could have just been a moment where, hey, I just want to be with my girl today. And since I'm doing this, she gonna come to. It could have simply been that.
And he could have simply just not been there.
Doing
Yeah.
it. That's it. But
Go get another
I
table.
understand the
Make it a
etiquette.
date.
I understand the etiquette, but lack of etiquette there doesn't necessarily make him or her clingy. Doesn't necessarily mean that. Maybe he was tripping that day.
I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna go with clingy.
I hear you.
It's kind of hard to if we all plan something and we all know we get meeting up and it's just us
Yes.
and one of us short with our girlfriend, it's gonna be like,
It's a little inappropriate.
Well, it's very
But
inappropriate.
does inappropriate mean clingy?
No, it does not.
No, it
However,
doesn't.
it could have been clingy. It could have been
We don't know what it is. It could have just been
untrusting.
it just could have been what they was on that day.
Yeah. However,
Everything else is an assumption.
yeah, but I mean, but
I'm with that.
I get
He's
that.
still wrong for walking in there
He's
with her.
definitely wrong.
Yeah.
And that was my thing.
But it is
So at
wrong.
the very least, he's clingy.
No.
Maybe.
That don't necessarily mean he's clingy. It could have just been that day. Maybe he just did it that day
Now
and had done it again.
to know
That don't
them,
make him clingy. It just means they had that kind of day.
she clingy.
Okay.
Just
Well, if you know them,
No.
but
however, but we're still talking about that. I'm still using that situation as an
but
example.
in a broader sense, me not knowing them, I can't decide.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing that situation and deciding clingy.
Right.
Have you ever had a
Absolutely.
situation where you felt like somebody was clingy to you?
Yes.
Most women I date is something they become clingy.
What does that look like? They
Everywhere.
They always want to be there.
Everywhere.
It's always every day, like moving in.
4 or 5 days a week.
Yes.
Like want to be at my house spending the night.
Somewhere.
Starting to neglect certain responsibilities. I've had it done to me, and I've done it.
Mm.
Like when I'm in a relationship, me and Vita talked about this. When I'm in a relationship, some of my responsibilities, like for my business that I'm trying to run, build, it doesn't get met necessarily.
Right.
Because we're around each other so much. I lack on my diet. I'm less active. I gain weight. Stuff like that. So I've been clingy, and I've had it clingy happen to me.
Mhm.
Now I'm not bringing it to boys' night.
No.
I'm not gonna make my cleanliness affect the room.
That's why I say. That's why I
I'm
asked.
not gonna make it affect the
Is
room.
it clingy on his part? Because it's like, okay, we already know this is what it is, and you bring your woman.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes him. I don't know if that makes him clingy.
Yeah.
It could mean he's clingy.
It could mean a lot of
It could
different
mean he's
things.
clingy,
Yeah.
but
Could have been a lot of things.
Chill. What's your definition of clingy? What have you seen in your neck of the woods, man?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but have
you?
you done it? Have you ever had it? Any clinginess to you?
Yeah.
What does that look like for you?
For me, what it has looked like, I've had, and I mean, if we're dating or dealing with whatever, you call, I'm gonna answer the phone. Cool, no issues.
Okay.
No matter what time, wherever I'm at. Oh, where you at? I'm at the studio. Can I come? Yeah, I guess and it's no worries. Where you at? Oh, I stopped to grab something to eat. I'm sitting there eating. Oh, can I come? Yeah, come on. What you doing? I'm at the house. I'm chilling. Can I come? Yeah, come on. It's not so much a bad thing.
But you started to develop a pattern where yeah. I mean, the first few times it's cute. The first few times it's cute. It's adorable.
It's cute.
It's acceptable. But once you start developing that pattern where
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where you're constantly kind of taking that space,
And like what you were saying, Monix, earlier, if I ain't doing nothing, if I'm not messing around and not like sneaking around and all that, yeah, whatever. And we're dating, come on. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to hide. I'm not dodging, any other females or nothing. I'm not entertaining other females. You want to be around and you're available, come on. If I'm looking at you in this relationship that we have or whatever, in a sense of building, man, come on. Because you need to get to know me. I need to get to know you. Hopefully, though, I don't get tired of your clinginess and or vice versa. Mm-hmm. And don't forget, how you start is how you end.
No, that's got to be another topic, because no, the hell you don't.
How you start is how you end.
No, you can't. We can't make that statement in the general sense.
Well,
I don't want to get off topic.
What I'm saying is,
we'll come back to that.
Keep up with what you're doing. So don't, you know what I'm saying? So like,
do your best.
There you go, and that's what I'm saying. That's it.
Definitely do your best.
Because after a while, you're gonna get tired of people one way or another.
Vita, stop making this about us. Only one of us gets to do that. The guy on the show. I don't invite myself over.
Clingy. Oh yeah, if somebody's invited.
All she caught was the back end. It's making it seem like I said only she. Because I definitely said both of us.
Right.
Yeah, if you definitely have.
I didn't call her clingy. I said that I've had it done to me.
But you said I
said I've had it done to me, and I have been clingy.
Right.
So it wasn't even about you, Vita. Get off here with that.
But I mean, I've also been clingy though. So it
ain't that kind of natural though?
To me, it was.
I love to end my night with my woman.
To me, it was.
Yeah.
It was very natural.
Spend a whole day several times.
Right.
And if you're used to having a woman sleeping next to you and suddenly you don't, it's a little.
I prefer that every night.
Yeah, something's a
I
little
prefer to have
different.
a woman sleep next to me every night.
Yeah,
I don't got to be around her all day long, but I want to sleep next to her every night.
The good old days.
When you ain't got that body next to you,
that ain't clinging. That's human bonding.
I mean, but once you get it,
but
from a specific source,
clingy is if I can't do nothing else without her. I don't want to do nothing else without her. And look, I'm a clingy type of person, but I don't let it get in the way of too many of my responsibilities. Mm-hmm. That's all. You know, I want to be right there. I want to be rubbing on some booty, watching TV, eating popcorn.
They call that Netflix and chill.
You feel me?
Told me to post
Netflix and what?
Chill. Told me to post this.
I don't hate you. I love you, but you get on my fucking nerves. You my guy, and in a good way. Really good way.
If you got somebody invading your space, that's definitely an example of clingy.
We enjoy one another's company. Well, that's what I think.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
And we do enjoy one another's company.
Don't go popping up places you ain't announced.
Yeah,
don't
tapping me on my shoulder. Oh, I didn't know you was it. You did.
Nah, see, I gave her a key to the crib. So I gave her free reign to slide whenever she feel like it.
There you go.
Different. You giving license.
You feel me?
You know, if somebody's just popping up on your, space,
so
just invading you wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Everywhere I go, you kick it. You gotta kick it everywhere I go.
Yeah, and you don't have to. You shouldn't.
You know,
I've given out a couple
keys.
Is
that clingy? I think care is different for different people, and some people. That's Tamika Powell. Shout out to Tamika Powell. And some people need more affection than others.
True.
I mean, yeah, but it still comes off clingy, and you know, if as long as it's okay with your partner, then it's okay.
Yeah.
Whoever the person is, your friend or whatever, it's okay. Clingy ain't bad in and of itself.
True.
It's not bad in and of itself. Some people need that, and some people are able to fulfill that. You know,
it depends on what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, it depends on the person.
Comfortable with.
Like, there's been times I have not been able to accommodate clingy, And there's been times that I have been able to accommodate clingy. You know,
sometimes clingy feel good.
It's a terrible word. Well, but it's out there.
It does.
Right.
It's out there. That word is out there.
What up, Nikki? Nikki says, yeah, I got a life and ain't nobody got time for that. Outkast has a song, I'll Call Before I Came. Okay. Says stick to that rule to keep from getting your feelings hurt.
Well, you can't be out here trying not to get your feelings hurt. If you're just messing around, I guess, cool.
I get what you're saying is respect people's space, man.
No, I got that top part. I'm talking about the bottom part. You can't deal with the business of relationships, intimate or otherwise, and not risk getting your feelings hurt. That's just kind of part of the game.
What's a terrible word? Clingy?
Yeah.
Why is that? Well, why is that?
She thinks it's
what about overly affectionate?
No, I like clingy because I don't feel like explaining all that. We know what clingy means.
Yeah.
Respect
like
boundaries
clingy,
is essential.
But she don't like that word, and she got the right to do that.
Yeah.
What up, cuz? How you doing, man? Cuz says clingy, overbearing, forcing
your way into someone's space. So in that context, it's not. You know what? That sums it up. That in the context that we're talking about.
Shout out to South Korea, man.
That's really. He is from H-Town. Tell him, dog, H-Town, hold it down. Baby.
Vita says, I don't think it's clingy, it's different levels of intimacy.
No, that's and at a certain level, it's clingy. Like the way my cousin just explained it, that's pretty much, in my opinion, that's the context that we're talking about.
Definition, yeah.
That's when it becomes a problem. That's when it's clingy. So if you're not being overbearing, then I guess you're not being clingy. Cool.
Overbearing and forcing your way into someone's space.
Overbearing can be subjective, but I think I think forcing your way is standard. That's not up for debate. If you're forcing your way, when you're making your partner uncomfortable.
What does that sound like?
Maybe you
what does that look like though?
The definition?
Overbearing and forcing their way into your space. What does that look like?
That looks like
besides a break-in.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Besides breaking into your crib, what does that look like?
3 o'clock in the morning, drunk, banging on your window, ringing your bell, calling your phone, and when you don't answer, pissing on your porch.
That's harassment. That's harassment.
I'm not being specific. I'm just saying that.
That's harassment, though.
Okay. All right. It's recorded on my ring bell, by the way.
Said it means you hold tightly. It means a lot of stuff.
What up, Nina?
Here's an example. When you put me in positions where if I don't say yes, it makes me look like a butthole.
Shout out to Nina. What up there, Nina Motivates? How you doing, baby girl? Yeah, we are 3 dope guys. Thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Who lied? You're right. It's only 2.
Facts. So sorry.
It's okay. I still have my hair.
Shake your head right now.
Hey,
that's what she said.
Cut it out.
Shut up.
Zing.
Shut up,
Ro said that's a stalker.
Facts.
Yeah,
True.
I agree with you, Ro. That's
Yeah, but hold on. So what's an example of what my cousin said?
Overbearing. Let's go back to what
overbearing.
What Greg said.
Overbearing and forcing your way to someone. What's an example of someone forcing their way into your space?
Popping up where you at?
Yeah, just popping up. Yeah. Imposing. And I think that's subjective. Like, because what's imposing to you might not be imposing to me. Right. It's only imposing if I didn't want it.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Like if I usually go to the basketball game and you decide that you're coming, and if I say no, maybe not today, and you give me a problem, you're like, now I gotta let you come, or there's gonna be a problem,
or at least let you show up.
Or I have to answer a bunch of questions now, probably likely later on.
Yeah, that's overbearing.
Yeah. What about
Because if I told you not today, if I'm going to this basketball game and you're trying to force your way to the game with me, and I'm telling you no, and then what, your girlfriend gonna be there? Oh Lord,
I'll be like, yes.
And then, like you say, but that goes. That
goes.
Know
damn well I ain't got no girlfriend.
That goes into all the other questions and different things like that. Where it shouldn't be. If I have my reasoning. Do I have to say all of that? No, I'm just telling you this. Not today. Whether it be the crowd or I know it's going to be cold. Your iron is low. Whatever it is, there's always something. Because other than that, if I tell you yes, you can go.
No, he didn't ask her. He said he decided.
Yeah. Your iron is low. I know. I'm not gonna. I don't wear coats, so I'm not gonna wear a coat. So you're gonna look to me and say you're cold. Now we got to leave. And I knew that I wanted to be here longer than the 10 minutes before you got cold. So instead of that, no.
I think somebody forcing their way into your conversations. Somebody forcing their way into your conversations is clingy sometimes.
How could that be?
Well, let's say somebody, like for example, have you ever seen situations where maybe a couple, one is more talkative or more social than the other, and in competition, the other one tries to match their social or
unspoken competition.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
I would call that rude, not clingy.
It's a little bit of both, and I agree with both of you all on that. Yeah, because that is rude.
I mean,
it means very rude. It's definitely rude.
It's forcing your way into somebody's space,
right?
But forcing your way into somebody's space is the definition for more than just clingy. So I don't know. I don't know if that's clingy.
I mean, I'm adhering to the definition that Greg gave.
Right.
Overbearing.
So overbearing and forcing your way into people's spaces. So
but you could just be rude. Like there's a lot of people who just butted into a conversation.
Some people feel like they need to be heard in a sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I
gotta feel important.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna overtalk you, jump into but you were over there. We were having this conversation.
And that's the clingy part.
Yeah.
But I've done that with people I had no intimate dealings with. So does that make me clingy?
I mean, if you're
not at all,
you don't have any intimate dealings with them.
Really, right. So but I did it though. I still did it. I still butted.
But is it a pattern?
I still butted my way into the conversation.
Is it
even if it is a pattern? Does that make me clingy or just rude as hell?
Depending on the relationship of the person that you're with.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes you rude, but
it's definitely rude as hell.
Yeah, definitely rude as hell. Let's get to this chat real quick. Let me catch up with y'all. Rose says a relationship needs space to maintain its strength. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. That's what they say. I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Depending on the person.
It does for me.
Depending on the person. Because some people...
If that's the person I would generally want to be with. I may generally want to be with them, but I may not want to be with them all the time. But, it's like your kids. You want your kids to go until they go. And then it's like, oh, I want my baby back.
Right.
Rose just made a good point.
Baby back ribs.
Maybe insecurity is presenting as clingy.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
It does.
And so now that is where I went with the
and it's not that you're necessarily insecure because you're clingy. That doesn't necessarily mean the same thing, but it definitely can present that way.
Yeah. So that, like I said, that's what my mind went with the Hooters night. You were insecure. You had to be here.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. That's the clingy part. You know what I'm saying? It's triggering your insecurities.
Yep.
So it's making you clingy. Nina says people are sometimes clingy, giving no space, due to past lack at times. Also, clingy can be due to trust issues. Yeah. I agree with that. That's pretty much what we just said. You know what I'm saying? You're triggering somebody's insecurities, and as a response, they become more clingy because they want to close that space down. Because, it's unknown. So they definitely want to know. Nikki says it's knowing your role in people's lives. This comes through crucial conversations and understandings. Yeah, know your role.
I ain't never really had a conversation on how not to be clingy. I don't think I will either. I'll just take the space I need.
I feel like I might have.
I've never had it.
Because if the other person is clingy, then you cannot just take the space because they're going to pop up.
Well, they'll get the hint.
So no,
they should. Sometimes they don't.
If they don't, then you have to have the conversation.
My hints almost seem like it's over.
Like they'll generally, for me, I ain't had nobody just always just pop up. I haven't had that. Yeah. But I have had people that always want to go, and at some point like, no, not today. And you have to you have to be able to do that, and be brave enough to do that and let the chips fall where they may. I'm heavy on let the chips fall where they may.
Oh yeah,
I'm heavy on that. It is what it is. It's out there now. What's happening?
I've had a few stuck on what's that lady's name? Heather Headley or something like that.
In my mind,
that's exactly who I'm talking about.
Always be
no, you're not gonna be my baby. No, it was over. It been over. But I'm your girl and I'm popping up. I've had a few like that.
Yeah, that's definitely space invasion.
Scary. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of space invasion,
Nina
says, I need my space. LOL. Like when I need my comfort moments with you or you with me. We got each other, but space helps in so many ways. Absolutely.
Like space is embedded in my day on the norm.
Yeah,
so I don't have space. That's one of the reasons I don't have to have these conversations. Somebody got to have a job. Chris Rock said something on his comedy Tambourine a few years ago. He said, my parents were together till they died or something like that, 40 years. He said, my wife and I were together 16 years. He said, I've been with my wife more in 16 years than my dad did in 40. He said that one of the reasons why is because of this damn hip attachment. The cell phone.
Yep.
She's always texting.
Yeah.
Always calling, always using the
FaceTime.
Whereas his parents, she had to call a job to get a hold of him for 8 to 12 hours.
And if he
a day.
wasn't there,
On the rotary phone.
If one of the kids would have died, he would have had to wait till after work.
That's it.
To find out. Oftentimes.
Rotary phone at that.
You hear me? So today, we're always with our makers. So we're always a text message away. So now if you don't answer a text message fast enough, I've been guilty of this. It's a problem.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So technology is definitely
you got the text.
Technology has definitely spurred the
technology made a lot of us
the
way
need
more
for that.
clingy.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's like they can't wait.
I mean, you get a whole attitude when somebody don't respond
I know you
fast
got
enough.
my text because the text came through your phone and you just made a post on social media.
Yeah, so I know you're on your phone.
I know you got your phone.
So I know you got to see a message. I know you did.
I once had a friend of mine that told me, "You left me on red. Why didn't you hit me up? What's going on with you?" Nothing going on with me. I just didn't want to respond right then and there. And we lost our friendship over that.
Damn.
Like, why do I have to respond right now?
Wasn't friends to be with.
Why?
Yeah.
I can see if I left you hanging in the middle of a conversation.
Right.
That's okay. Right. I should at least say I gotta go. But if it's not that, I didn't return your greeting fast enough.
I saw it. I'm gonna get back to it.
Why even put that pressure on me, friend?
Entitlement.
You know,
entitlement.
Maybe entitlement has a little. Yeah. Nikki says, "I feel clingy comes from insecurities or past hurt and not knowing how to express themselves."
No doubt.
Yeah.
Sometimes clingy is a misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A person has not yet learned when your mood switches. Sometimes.
So they're going through the program.
Yeah,
and not recognizing.
They had not yet recognized that you've shifted.
Yeah.
Because just because you have an acquired day don't mean you don't want me around.
Right.
But it could mean you don't want me around. You don't want to say it.
Or I want you around, but like not up under me.
Yeah. Sit over there, but be close. But
right now, goodness gracious.
Nina says, I know some people who are with each other all day, every single day, and they say it works. She says they don't feel it's clingy, but it works for them.
Because it's a matter of perspective.
Yeah, she says she wouldn't call it clingy because they like it. So as long as they like it, you love it. I mean, yeah, that definitely falls on who's ever involved in the clinginess. Some people like it, some people enjoy it, so it's not clingy.
Nina got me.
Life.
Nina got me checking my text. Talking about she's gonna text me right now.
And back to our accountability, responsibility conversation.
I'm working. I'm on the show right now. Let me respond to this text.
Shout out to Nina Motivates. We gotta get you on the show, baby girl. Have this conversation. But yeah, I think you got any other examples of clinginess? I do like the point that social media has definitely
get on my nerves.
That's emotional support.
Yeah. Kids are definitely clingy.
Speaking of that, because you mentioned to tie it into the point earlier about social media and how it's made us all even more clingier. Yeah. What do you think it does to like kids, and their sense of space and entitlement? Or maybe they don't even see it because they're already part of their world.
The communication game for kids is way different, so I don't even know, man. Like we can train them this way. Well, I don't see. Are kids still knocking on doors?
No. Is anybody still knocking on doors?
Hey,
no.
That's what I'm thinking of.
No.
No. Is anybody still knocking on doors?
Communication is all different.
Yeah.
A lot of kids are getting driven to school as opposed to walking.
Yeah.
However, first grade on, I was walking to school, man.
I was on the bus. I was 8 years old. I had to go from 87 to 115th. Yes. It was my sister who was 2 years older than me, both of us. However, I was 8, she was 10. But what about those days she was sick?
Right.
I'm on the bus by myself.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But now it's different from then. Because then you got the same bus route, the same bus driver. The bus driver was watching out. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, man, please. Ain't the ones that's watching is the ones that's trying to snatch you up. So
snatchers back then too, though.
Yeah, Homie the Clown. Yeah. And the white van.
The whole thing when we was growing up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. However, the community was watching out. Now it's every man for every person for themselves, every family for themselves. You can't say nothing to nobody's kids. However, these are the same kids that go to school and act the fool all the time. You know what I'm saying? So with that is society has driven this whole thing, this sense of separation. Nobody, you don't look at my child, don't say nothing to my child, don't correct my child. Well, your child, unfortunately, you know what? As a matter of fact, you're right, because your child is a reflection of you. So with that being said, you're disrespectful, and so is your child.
Okay, you know, child's behaviors allowed and tolerated. But we're gonna go to music break real quick. We got Lamar Creation with "Feeling Me" coming up right here. Shoptalk.
I'm trying to change your last name. Why don't you take from me? Going insane, playing this game. Do you know what you take from me? I don't need you now, but right now. Why you never come when I come around, bro? Fell in love with you and the lifestyle. Giving you a chance, I guarantee I make the shit worthwhile. You're everything I need, everything I want, girl. Can't you see, baby? Honestly, it's hard to breathe. When you come around, I'm in this too deep. Love me, not love me for sure. Sweeter than honey, you know it's pure. It's pure. I get the rest assured. If you're feeling the boy, you know it's yours. Me, cause I can't read the signs. Is it feeling me? Try to you read my mind. Baby, is it feeling me? Tell me if you feeling me. Baby, is it feeling me? Is it feeling me? Cause I can't read the signs. Is it feeling me? Try to you read my mind. Baby, is it feeling me? Tell me if you feeling me. Baby, is it feeling me? I'm trying to see what we would be. Come keep it real with me. Why you conceal? Not just feel. Come take a chance with me. Not naive if you leave. Let you go from me if you please. But if you take a chance, I'ma take a stand. I'ma let you know I'ma be your man. Yeah. You're everything I need, everything I want, girl. Can't you see? Honestly, it's hard to breathe. When you come around, I'm in this too deep. Energy. My love is fake, just can't get rid of me. This is a virtue. I'ma be eternal if the show never hurt you. Cause I can't read the signs. Is it feeling me? Try to you read my mind. Baby, is it feeling me? Tell me if you feeling me. Baby, is it feeling me? Is it feeling me? Cause I can't read the signs. Is it feeling me? Try to you read my mind. Baby, is it feeling me? Tell me if you feeling me. Baby, is it feeling me?
There's a lot of games being played, how it's going down. If it's on, then I gotta know now. Is you with me for the long ride? Is you with whatever? And if I hit it right, can I hit forever? Baby, you unforgettable. It's the vibe for me, it's nothing new. Be so good, I got a W. I bet I had you drunk and in love. You need a breathalyzer. How you been raiding my mind? This shit electrifying. But either way, it's official. I need a check beside it. We can be out in the open or keep it extra private. If we got something in common, you ought to come close. You better say how you feel, baby, cause some don't. Plus, I've been applying the pressure. Nobody better than I. You gotta run at the tip. I ain't a regular guy. And you a queen. I gotta put some respect on you. As soon as you check on me, I blow a check on you.
Is it feeling me? Cause I can't read the signs. Is it feeling me? Try to you read my mind. Baby, is it feeling me? Tell me if you feeling me. Baby, is it feeling me? Is it feeling me? Cause I can't read the signs. Is it feeling me? Try to you read my mind. Baby, is it feeling me? Tell me if you feeling me. Baby, is it feeling me?
Yeah. Kodak flow, man.
They be like, how you coming? Guess they don't like when I speak my mind. I don't hold punches, DB tweak, get that all the time. Nowadays, common sense they comment. Don't play on my top, that's all my life. Angel on demon time, Allah forgive me twice. They say cutting up, he be crashing out them book full show. Out of pocket, he rebellious, yeah, I heard it all before. Shout out Kodak, Kiki, Bobbin, they say that we toxic. Used to love me, now they hate me. Still the talk of all they gossip.
Read instructions on my life, went back and had to read them right. It said it's money over. I just got to lead them right. Make sure I feed them
twice a day. Not like I really need a wife. Cause most these baby broke, but trying to live a diva life. And good Jesus peace. I don't even got a grief for ice, and I've been eating right. Asking mama what that season like. Chicken, peas, and rice. Go off the lot, forgot the keys and price. You might see me polite, giving back to my good deeds in life. Nephew, my protege, told him I don't need the keys tonight. They say I'm crazy, I say cause I got my reasons right. I don't pump fake for no and I ain't flogging for no. Yeah, I think I was a monster, I'm charging for these lows. Just threw my hoodie on, ain't no competition, it's that bully flow, just send it low. We pull up on business, 24, it's pressure, and we gon' put it on you till the city on. Everybody trying to get a buzz like they Woody
They
though.
be like, how you coming? Guess they don't like when I speak my mind. I don't hold punches, he be tweaking, get that all the time. Nowadays, common sense they comment, don't play on my top, that's all my life. Angel on demon time, Allah forgive me twice. They say cutting up, he be crashing out them book before a show. Out of pocket, he rebellious, yeah, I heard it all before. Shout out Kodak, kick it. Bobbing, they say that we toxic. Used to love me, now they hate me. Still the talk of all they gossip.
Can't back down. Just got off the flight, they thought I left, but now I'm back round. Chicago to Miami to Hawaii, changed the background. Pretty popping at the party in the stack house. Let them in if they ain't with the squad, we throw them back out. After house, I was a teen to mama, I'm a D-boy. Met some killers and some dealers, but hooked up with street boy. So many millions on me now, I swear I need a decoy. Told them I'm the master, they should call me Leroy. For cash before I left the house today, so many bout to hate. When they see how much the invoice say I'm about to make, just switched up the mission cause the bitches found new routes to take. Just revved up the engine, hit the streets of me out town today. My Puma sweats, pockets look like knots, feel like my tumor stress. For real for this, get these actors off my movie set. Tried to take it from me, had to tell them I was using at the crown. But make sure that you niggas put the rules
They
back.
be like, how you coming? Guess they don't like when I speak my mind. I don't hold punches, he be tweaking, get that all the time. Nowadays, common sense they comment, don't play on my top, that's all my life. Angel on demon time, Allah forgive me twice. They say cutting up, he be crashing out them book before a show. Out of pocket, he rebellious, yeah, I heard it all before. Shout out Kodak, kick it. Mobbing, they say that we toxic. Used to love me, now they hate me. Still the talk of all they gossip.
Shop Talk 7. We up top. We get down. It's your host, Tony, Media Monix.
I am Get This DD Smith.
Yeah, Lamar Creation. Oh, we got
who else in the building?
She'll tell me to post this in the building, baby.
You feel me? That was just Lamar Creation featuring Rich the Pit with Feeling Me and Kodak Flow by GS the Brand and Street Boy Stretch. That was a banger.
Banger. You know, we were just talking because we always trying to figure out who gonna knock Lucha off for the energy song coming into the show.
There's people coming for him.
There's people coming for him, boy.
There's people coming,
it's
man.
Bad, boy.
Pause.
All over the country, apparently.
All over the country.
All over.
Everywhere.
Fighting for the top.
Everywhere. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get back on this shop biz. All right, y'all see it. Why is unconditional so conditional?
So what do we mean by that?
What do we mean by that? Why is unconditional so conditional?
Unconditional is a condition.
Unconditional is a condition.
That's the going logic that we came up with.
Mhm.
So we're gonna try to break it down. So how is unconditional unconditional?
How is unconditional conditional?
How is unconditional a condition?
Or a condition?
Yeah.
How is unconditional?
Because that's what we
a
said earlier.
condition?
Yeah.
Oh, I think because to reach something of an unconditional status, conditions have to be met. So, for example, we talk about unconditional love, right? We would all agree that our children qualify as people who get unconditional love from us.
True.
Under most circumstances in the world, we're going to be there by their side.
Right.
Hella high water, good or bad. That's usually because they're our children. We have a biological attachment
Connection.
and responsibility for them and connection to them. That supersedes, or probably would supersede, that for any other child. That's not ours. It's not saying that you don't care about your nieces and nephews or your little cousins or any other children around you to that extent. But your children are your children.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a certain level of unconditional love that they're just going to get regardless, because they meet the condition of being your child. You know.
So you're unconditional. You love them unconditionally from that point.
I think most people tend to love their children unconditionally.
Because I can't unchild my child. So
right.
So with that being said, it's unconditional love with the condition of them being your child.
Right.
Is them being your child a condition?
Yeah. Yeah. If you adopted a child, would you love that child as much as you love the child that you actually birthed?
Yeah, if I adopted them, yeah.
Because you picked them.
I chose them.
Okay. Yeah, you chose them. The condition being they're your child, which also condition being under criteria.
Yeah.
So a child being yours has a condition fulfilled, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
That's what we're saying.
Yes.
Right. All right. So now, if they couldn't help it, did they feel the condition? My child can't help that he's my child.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So if it's not their fault, did they feel the condition, or did we create the condition? Because if we created the condition and then its context, it seems to me like it's not the same thing.
Well, I think it's a natural.
Since you're my child, I love you, but they didn't bring that to the table.
It's a natural instinct.
Right, natural instinct, not a condition.
Well, the condition is that these are your children, because you don't give that to any other kid.
No
you know,
doubt.
if you see a kid walking down the street by itself, you know, you'll be concerned about, what's going on?
Or care.
That looks like a situation. You probably stop and help.
But
at the same time, it's like, well,
so
whose
listen,
kid is this?
I'm totally okay with anybody else deciding that this is a condition. I'm just trying to make sure this ain't a finesse.
Right.
It feels like we're finessing it, right? And I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's what it feels like.
Right.
Because generally, if I love a woman unconditionally from the point of the certain condition being met, right?
Mm-hmm.
She brought that.
Which is still a condition.
She helped. She had a choice.
I love her unconditionally.
She brought this to me, so now she brought of her own cognition brought this to me. Now I'm going to love her without condition.
So she made a threshold.
I'll say this:
like my child didn't bring nothing. They existed because me and his mama created him. Because
they exist in the position that they exist in. So even to say, like you say, a lover, a lady for you. She, whatever it is that she does that created the urge for you to love her unconditionally.
Is a child being born a condition or a circumstance?
It's both. Hear me out. If you were with a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
She comes up pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you thinking this is your child because you with her. Y'all spend time together, right?
If I bust a nut in there, I'm not going to tell her it might not be mine.
Because it might be.
I'll find out later.
Right.
Until then, I'm happy.
Right.
Okay. But let's say you there till the child is born and they take a DNA test to find out that the baby's not yours.
Mm-hmm.
Chill, you're the father.
And you find out that she been, whatever. Do you still stay and love that child unconditionally, as you've already set yourself up to do the 9 months leading up to the birth, thinking that you are the father? Or once you get the information,
and
does
you only
that
found
change?
out within 2 months of the child being born?
Because I've been there.
Okay.
So me not knowing nothing about childbirth, when my baby came out, okay, before that, real quick, a very light-skinned barber of mine said, the baby gonna look like this when it come out.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward, baby's born, baby same color as his light-skinned guy.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, me and his mama shot.
Yeah.
So my first thought was, who the hell you been?
The barber.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I had already decided. Immediately after that thought, I decided that's my baby, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
That's mine.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea. It was just on me like that.
Did it have something to do with the time spent leading up, the 9 months leading up to birth?
Yeah.
That's a condition.
And you didn't know about the other possibility of there being another person until
that's a part of the conditioning. And
I'm going to look up in dictionaries. Is there a difference between a condition and a circumstance?
Okay.
Because this just, to me, it reads circumstance. But I hear you, though. I follow you there.
Bland chicken is bland chicken until you put some seasoning on it. Doesn't matter if you put the seasoning on before or after. The condition is the chicken is good now.
Yeah. So a circumstance is okay. Shit, first, as soon as immediately, it's
let's say
a condition.
A condition.
There we go. There we go.
He looked it up and
where you have
like,
right.
All right, so there we go. So
There you go.
So
That kills that.
There we go. Now,
there you go.
now,
there we go.
let me say this, not to get off topic. Let me add to it slightly.
Not to slap you, but
Right. Definitely within the world that we're living in now, why is unconditional so unconventional?
Wow,
Slightly different, same thing.
because it was a lie to begin with, in my opinion. In a lot of places, this was a lie. It was just something you said to sound proper. That's
Okay.
my opinion.
Unconditional is not conditional. It's either or. Unconditional means without having any conditions.
I understand what she's saying. Is for concerning the definitions of words, she is 100% correct.
Yes.
But in context,
In application.
what I think what we're saying, BB, is what we're alleging, BB, is that what we're calling unconditional
Is really
commonly comes off as we're saying about the definition.
very true. Yeah.
And just as close to you, you deal love the child.
Be very, very disappointed. I would tell you that my affection.
So,
I found out my child raped, uncle and very.
I'm not owning a child. Would I help the police get him to take him off these streets? Probably. Because at that point, that's extreme.
Love is an illusion. Unconditional love is either or.
No, she didn't. She just was dealing with the words conditional and unconditional.
Okay. Unconditional love is an illusion. Explain that. Explain that, baby. What you explain
Outside
that
of my children, I agree.
Explain that one.
Even though right,
I got you.
What up, Nina? Nina says because people don't know what love really is, and people are often selfish. Hard to give unconditionally if you are wrapped up in self. Amen.
I agree.
Outside of your mama, your daddy, your nephews, your nieces, if whoever you're loving don't reciprocate, do you keep loving them? You can't answer that question because you don't know.
Even with those particular family members, because they can.
And you can love from a distance.
Yeah.
That's like your love or your display of love can change.
Yes.
Your proximity can change. You may not,
what does love matter if not through actions? What is love without actions?
Well, if I
it's
need
like faith without works.
It's like this. If I need you, but I understand why me and you ain't talking,
or talking as much. But I know that if push come to shove, I'll be there.
Whatever we beefing, you're gonna bury that to be there. Because you already know that's just the love that you have.
That would be a form of unconditional love.
You know what I'm saying?
But what if you don't? Then you don't love him unconditionally.
Well, yeah, that's different.
Because
that's condition. The condition has been broken.
So unconditional love has caveats, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird,
and I'm okay with that.
It's weird. It's very weird because we always think about unconditional love as accepting any and all,
and we can't throw it around everywhere.
No, we can't.
Well, that is what unconditional means, though. It does mean that,
right?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Who made up unconditional? Who the hell made up that word? Because
I don't think it was ever supposed to be a feeling. When the concept became verbalized,
probably a business term. Probably a business term.
It's also a business term.
Term
it's also a contract term.
You know what I'm saying?
But I don't think it was supposed to be without action. And it's gonna take time for you to decide, time for it to be shown that it's unconditional love. I would argue unconditional love still has its limits. Like there's a point where you can still cut somebody off, but say you love them, you have loved them unconditionally for this time period.
So it can have a shelf life.
The
unconditional part, the love part, maybe not so, but the unconditional aspect of it, maybe
it can. Well, no, because the shelf life is predetermined. So not a shelf life.
Okay.
You know this is going to go bad.
Expiration date, maybe?
That's still the same.
Same
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
You know this is going to go bad at this point. That's the shelf life.
Right.
So you already know. But that's unconditional. Actually, yeah, maybe.
That's
maybe unconditional
a breaking point.
But well. Usually, a shelf life means that the thing doesn't function anymore.
Right.
Obsolescence.
Right.
Like a washer, it's a wrap for this washer. After this date, we can't promise you safety after this date.
Right.
So we gotta get rid of this washer.
It's like it's built in. It's built in obsolescence to it. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess, and that's why we say that unconditional love is based on conditions. Because as long as those conditions are met,
then I still love you unconditionally.
Right? You can still get the unconditional part. Now, if that's broken, then we have to change how we do things. And we
so it's almost like an oxymoron or something.
Yeah, it's weird.
So what I will say is, if somebody tells me they love their child unconditionally, I'm not bringing this up.
No.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not bringing this up, and I'm going to agree with them. Yes, you do. Cool.
BB says unconditional, in my opinion, shouldn't be applied to terms of
romantic love. It's definitely thrown around a lot.
I agree.
I won't disagree with you.
It sounds good.
I don't know if I would say that, but at the same time, I don't disagree with her at all.
I hear unconditional love way more than I hear conditional love, and most love is conditional.
Exactly.
So
however, it sounds so much better.
It sounds better.
It was caused by a thing. Something sparked it.
Something. Because that's one condition. I got to meet you.
What it take for y'all to start loving somebody? Just a little quick sidebar. Like, what's the easiest that you start loving somebody in an intimate sense?
What's the easiest that I start loving?
Yeah, in a romantic sense.
There was this thing that she did that made me feel so good. No, it was honestly, it was what's the word I'm looking for? She was attentive to me, and it was. She took the time out to understand me, and it wasn't always just a monetary. It wasn't always monetarily. It was the fact that you're paying attention. When she could tell me something about me that I didn't know that I either told her or that she knew. You know what I'm saying? That was the beginning of, oh damn, because it's almost like I love you because it's clear that you love me in a sense.
Yep. My quickest was she was beautiful, her hair smelled good, and she smiled at me. I was smitten. I ain't gonna front you. She was nice to me.
That'll make me frolic.
And you know, the fact that she actually liked me and wanted to hang out with me helped a lot. Like, it didn't take much at all. First date, that was like it wasn't like love at first sight, but love at first experience.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Love at first life.
Right. Laughs.
Love.
I'll eat. Experience.
I love Vita when I saw her legs. I was like, yep.
That'll do it.
Wrap those around my head.
Earmuffs. That's what they call them. Earmuffs.
The quickest. I don't know if I've ever fell in love really, really quick like that.
You ain't gotta be like head over heels in love.
This one. You remember that one time in band camp?
Oh shit, smitten. Oh, I get smitten a lot.
Deep affection for.
She knew what I wanted to eat.
One time, somebody bought me some socks and an alarm clock. I was gone. And a toothbrush.
Don't take much. Don't take much
to get that first spurt of deep affection.
Yep.
You give a man something he can actually use. He will actually use. Yeah. He'll appreciate the hell out of it. He will.
Spirit said love is perfect. People are the ones that mess up everything. That's I mean, the concept is perfect because a lot of it's about balance. So, but yeah, we mess it up. That's the only way it can happen. Some people have to mess it up. It's the law of the universe.
Eat the fruit off the wrong
law
tree.
Of nature.
Oh, thank you, Nina. We appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in and chiming in.
So she watched us under the condition that she was positioned
to catch us live. See? Condition.
Golly. Where's the unconditional love for Shoptalk 7?
Right.
It's 8:55.
Yeah, it's 8:55. We'll get to a song and we'll close out. Close out. Close on out. All right, man. You guys want to go ahead and give your closing thoughts and statements, fellas?
My closing thought is, for every day there's a darker moon and a brighter. What do you be saying, Shabliz? Every dark day is a brighter after that, and they didn't. Yeah, what he said. I totally butchered that. All right, yeah. I have topics. Apparently, unconditional is a condition.
Mm-hmm.
Clingy is when you're forcing your way into somebody's space, imposing on them, if you will, emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one we dealt with?
You talked about clingy, right? You said clingy.
Yep.
Clingy. We talked about responsibility, honesty, and accountability.
Right.
They don't always
Not always
coincide.
Yeah.
Some you can be honest without the other two,
Right.
Or dishonest without the other two.
Yeah, we didn't get to the one how to teach people to treat you.
Next week.
Well, yeah, we'll jump into that next week. All right,
There we
Chill.
go.
Talk to them. Where can they find you, man?
You can find me on IG and Chill told me to post this. You can find me on Facebook and Chill told me to post this. Before I had all of that, I had a hashtag with no social media. It was hashtag Chill told me to post this. By all means, you can also catch me in some of these fly shirts by Row 'S Designs on Facebook with Spencer McDuffie on Facebook.
Nobody cares.
All right, man. Y'all know me, man. Get this D. Get this _ D on IG. D Smith period on Facebook, and get this D with D Smith on Facebook as well.
The _ D, guys.
Underscore. Under and over.
The under and over.
Under and over.
That's the condition.
Why am I helping him elaborate on this?
on that D. He's helping him elaborate on that D.
Hey, pause.
Right.
Yeah, so y'all know what it is, man. Shop Talk 7 on a Friday night, man. My Radio Chicago, man, where it is definitely more than radio. All right. We're going out with Kodak Flow, GS the brand, Street Boy Stretch. Let's grow.
Yeah. Throw that flow, man. They be like, how you coming? Guess they don't like when I speak my mind. I don't hold punches, keep me tweaking, get that all the time. Nowadays, common sense they common, don't play on my top, that's all my life. Angel on demon time, Allah forgive me twice. They say cutting up, he be crashing out them books full show. Out of pocket, he rebellious, yeah, I heard it all before. Shout out Kodak, keep it mobbing, they say that we toxic. Used to love me, now they hate me, still the talk of all they gossip. Spread instructions on my life, went back and had to read them right. It said it's money over, I just got to lead them right. Make sure I feed them twice a day, not like I really need a wife. Cause most these baby broke, but try to live a diva life and good Jesus peace. I don't even got a grief for ice and I've been eating right. Asking mama what the season like, chicken, peas and rice. Drove off the lot, forgot the keys and price. You might see me polite, giving back to my good deeds in life. Nephew, my protege, told them I don't need the keys tonight. They say I'm crazy, I say cause I got my reasons right. I don't pump fake for no money and I ain't flying for no hood. You would think I was a monster, I'm charging for these lows. Just threw my hoodie on, ain't no competition, it's that bully flow, just send it low. We pull up on business in 24, it's pressure, and we gon' put it on you till the city on. Everybody trying to get a buzz like they woody though. They be like, how you coming? Guess they don't like when I speak my mind. I don't hold punches, keep me tweaking, get that all the time. Nowadays, common sense they common, don't play on my top, that's all my life. Angel on demon time, Allah forgive me twice. They say cutting up, he be crashing out them books full show. Out of pocket, he rebellious, yeah, I heard it all before. Shout out Kodak, keep it mobbing, they say that we toxic. Used to love me, now they hate me, still the talk of all they gossip. Can't back down, just got off the flight, they thought I left, but now I'm background. Chicago to Miami to Hawaii, changed the background. Pretty popping at the party in the stack house. Let them in if they ain't with the squad, we throw them back out. Left the house, I was a teen to mama, I'm a D-boy. Met some killers and some dealers, but hooked up with street boy. So many bitches on me now, I swear I need a decoy. Told them I'm the master, they should call me Leroy. For cash before I left the house today, so many bout to hate. When they see how much the invoice say I'm about to make. Just switched up the mission cause the bitches found new routes to take. Just revved up the engine, hit the streets of me out town today. My Puma sweats, pockets look like knots, feel like my tumor stress. Too real for this, get these actors off my movie set. Tried to take it from me, had to tell them I was using at the crown. But make sure that you niggas
put them rubies
They
back.
be like, how you coming? Guess they don't like when I speak my mind. I don't hold punches, DB tweak, I get that all the time. Nowadays, common sense they common. Don't play on my top, that's all my life. Angel on demon time, Allah forgive me twice. They say he cutting up, he be crashing out them books full show. Out of pocket, he rebellious, yeah, I heard it